All right, welcome back. I said we'd have a couple of crazy ladies on the show tonight. Casey's gone to do a bit of recording, and now we have Madam Macadamia, who calls herself the thinking person's nut, an astrologer. Astrology, madam.
Cosmic vibrations to you, Donnie, and to stargazers everywhere. I'm Madam Macadamia, sees all, hears all, and knows nothing. Good evening, Donnie.
How are you? Do you read palms?
Yes, I read palms, knees, eyeballs, tea leaves and litter, but mostly palms. I've a lot of palms here, as you can see, Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
They usually bust due to inflation. That's why I have to have so many.
I get you. Why do you see yourself different from other astrologers?
Because I'm a nut, Donnie. Most other astrologers are full of stardust. But I don't beat around the crystal balls, I tell it like it is. The maniac zodiac. I read horoscopes too, Donnie, and make charts, you know, weather charts, navigation charts. I've even made the top 40. I understand horoscopes and periscopes and stethoscopes. I've got a lot of scope. I'm the all-seeing eye.
Okay, what is tonight's star sign or constellation?
Crabs, Donnie. Crabs are everywhere. In public and in private parts. We're all under the influence of Cancer at the moment. I'm under the influence all the time, Donnie. But if you were born under the sign of Cancer, people will either love or hate you depending where they find you, in the restaurant or the men's room. Cancer people are very good at painstaking tasks, so they adapt very well to life inside. Making number plates, weaving baskets, you know. Cancer people are chosen, but if they choose you, then you'd better start scratching. They'll find happiness with anyone, anywhere, anytime, and they can succeed at anything if there's no competition. Cancers need water, so they'd be most happy living in a fish pond.
Yeah. You're short of words, aren't you?
No, I've got plenty of words. There's plenty more here, Donnie.
What about the vibes in this little set here with our guests? Any
Look
special
into
vibes?
my crystal balls, all the ladies sigh. Closer, closer, see a giant reflection of my eye. Bingo! I see a fish in a mirror. There must be a Pisces in the house.
Is there a Pisces?
Pee-wee.
Oh, you got it.
Bingo! Pee-wee!
Good one, good one.
Quick, scale him and grill him for tea. Pisces are like an underground stream, flowing around obstacles rather than confronting them. But their best trick is to creep up from behind and submerge whatever is in their way. You don't have a lucky number which serves you right, and your lucky star was arrested for making one of those movies.
What about some advice for myself, love? Could we do that?
Donnie, very sad. You were born on the cusp, which must have been very painful for you.
It was.
Your compatible sign is no standing. Your birthstone is a fake, and your lucky number is still racing.
You are a genius. Would you like to move across to the boys out of Pseudo Echo? You got any?
Pseudo Echo?
Can you feel any vibes there?
I think they're ethnic. Is that right? I'm getting some ethnic vibrations here.
Hey, that's one. You missed one, I think.
I've missed, have I? Well, that's not surprising. I often miss.
Will you stay with us? Maybe you can work on the boys while we have a look at some work on their star signs while we have a look at a song or two, eh?
That's all right. I've got my eyeball on you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Good night, stargazers.
Okay. Say goodbye, love. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Don't drink to excess. Drink to the Delltones. Drink to After Dark. Drink to Donnie. Drink to anything. Are we still going?
See you in Spain, Madam Macadamia. That's what this is called, the Cockroaches. Now stay with us.
I'll see you in Spain. I'll see you in Spain. Now I won't be late, so you do the same now. I'll see you in Spain. I'll be your matador.
Spain. Cockroaches, Madam Macadamia has moved to the far end of the thing. And
yes, I'm knitting a sock down here, Donnie.
Good luck to you, darling. Mark and Quint. Mark, Quint.
Right.
From the Invisible Mendez. No, it's not the Invisible Mendez. Yeah. From Adelaide. Why the name?
That's yours, Quentin.
Can't, Quint. You must
I
have
joined the
had time
band
to think
after they
about it.
named it, actually.
Oh,
and,
I see.
No, I think it came from invisible mending as dry cleaning.
Little play on the
Yeah.
on the words. The 7-piece lineup, right?
That's
out of Adelaide. Economically, how do you work that in Adelaide?
Uneconomically.
Don't eat a lot. Huh?
We
Have
have
to be hard,
basket
wouldn't
weaving as a sideline.
it? Right. And what about to travel to Sydney to take the punt of doing that? Is this your first time, by the way?
Second
time.
Second. So that's 2 visits with 7 members, and obviously a road crew. A lot of money involved.
Well, yeah, we expect to drop a couple of thousand this time round.
You're taking the punt to a couple of $1,000.
Well, yeah. But it's a matter of necessity, really. You
Right.
can't stay in a town as small as Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to invest really into
The
Sydney
future
and
of-
Melbourne. And we come round next time, we'll cover ourselves.
Just run through the instruments in the band, would you?
Horn section,
Yeah.
sax
How many?
and trumpet,
Right, 2.
yeah. And then drums, bass, guitar, keyboards,
Yeah.
and vocals, which is Mark.
Up front. And lyrically, you tend not to want to write about love songs and stuff like that. You write more
what a-
politically, is
what
that
a
correct?
thing to say.
Is that correct?
I think, no, the lyrics vary from...
They vary?
Well, there's a lot of writers in the band, so depending on who writes what.
It seemed to me when I was told that this afternoon, so I believed it. He said, the Red Gum came out of Adelaide, and they tend to lean politically. A couple of other bands that I've heard of out of Adelaide and heard tend to go that way. Do you think that's a little thing that evolves out of Adelaide for some reason? If so, what's the reason?
That's a hard one. Midnight Oil didn't come out of Adelaide.
No, they didn't. You were so correct. 10 points for him. He goes to the front of the queue. No?
I don't really know. I don't really know what the reason for that is. I suppose it's a small town, and the politics of the city itself are. I mean, I suppose the Dunstan decade made Adelaide a fairly
Right.
politicised town.
Yeah.
Generally, so a lot of people in Adelaide think politics. I think there's also per capita there's a lot of universities, which means that a lot of people take home political ideas and that sort of thing. So.
Thank you. Give me the answers I thought you might give. And finally, we got them. You beauty. Can we go through the members of the band and some of the major names they may have worked with in the past? Are there any that have been in well-known groups?
For a lot of the guys in the band, it's sort of their first time out on the road.
It is.
What would you say, Mark?
Is there one guy who worked with Swanee?
This one,
Yeah,
worked with
that's
Swanee.
That's yourself, right?
I'm probably the only guy that's worked outside of South Australia for any sort of length of time. But, and I think Joe was in a band called Vitamin Z that toured up in
The Adelaide
Eastern
band
States for a
nearly
little
made it,
while.
but not quite.
Pretty far out, sort of freaky band, that one.
So in the investment situation now, you've invested in 2 trips to Sydney.
Yeah.
Will that continue? Will you keep coming on back to Sydney, or do you see yourself investing in maybe a trip to New Zealand, or maybe to Melbourne if you haven't been there, or Brisbane, or
We're hoping
what are
we'll
the
pay
plans?
next time to come to Sydney.
Right.
And that's really as far as we're looking as far as touring at the moment, is to make it pay to tour. And then, and hopefully by selling records is really what we're trying to tour for, to get ourselves known here.
Right.
But outside of Australia, I think we're
Come see,
sitting
come
here
sell.
for a while.
Okay, now you've got a single around Nicaragua, and then you've got an 8-track mini in the can. Does that look like coming out?
Well, I don't know if it's 8-track now. I mean, there's some talk that it might become a 10-track.
Could be a 10-track maxi.
It all depends how much we can convince that we should put a few more tunes down and maybe make a full album out of it.
Why wouldn't you let Madam Macadamia know your star signs when she called today to see?
Oh, she didn't call me. I'm a Leo. Tell me about myself.
You're a Leo.
Yeah.
Lead on, Mark Duff. Is that you there, Mark Duffy?
Invisible Mendez. You can sort that out between you while we have a look at Nicaragua.
She got ambition, one day she swears I'll drive a Jaguar down Coconut Boulevard, that's in Managua, down in Nicaragua. I'll drive a Jaguar